channel. Today we are going to be going over the 2024 presidential election polls between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Now, the debate did just happen a few days ago. Today's date is June 29th, and the debate was pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure Trump, all the polling that I've seen come out, Trump has won the debate, and I've seen a lot of headlines too saying that the Democrats are possibly going to replace Biden. Now, I'm not sure if that actually is going to happen. That's a whole nother video to discuss. But today we're just going to go straightly over Trump and Biden and which states are swinging different ways. So we're going to start off with the safe states for Trump. Now, any state that I put down as safe is going to be 10 points or more. So we're going to go with Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, South Dakota, North Dakota. We'll come back to Nebraska because they got some districts. Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. Let's go Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Mississippi and Alabama. And I forgot about Louisiana. Now, these are going to be your safe states for Donald Trump. Even the state of Nebraska is going to be safe, with the exception of a few of their districts over here. So we're just going to mark these districts as, toss-ups real quick. But the actual state of Nebraska is going to go Republican. Now we're going to start off with the safe states of Biden. Anything that is 10 or more of Biden. So we're going to go California. Why do I keep clicking that? Okay, there we go. California, Oregon, Washington. Whoops, this mouse, I swear. So we're gonna go Washington, and we're gonna go Illinois is probably gonna be a safe state. Hawaii is also gonna be another safe Biden state, and Colorado too. And if we come over here, the District of Columbia is gonna be safe Democrat. Maryland's gonna be safe Democrat. Delaware is going to be safe Democrat. Now, we're going to come back to New Jersey. I did see a new poll come out of Jersey that was Trump +1. So we're going to come back to that and go over that. Connecticut is definitely going to be Joe Biden, Rhode Island too, and Massachusetts. Now, Vermont's also going to be a good one, and the state of New York. So here we go. These are going to be our swing states of the 2024 election. I almost forgot about Alaska. Alaska is going to go down as a safe Republican state. Now, we're going to start over here in the West. We'll start with Nevada. Nevada has been swinging Trump a lot this year. They have been very consistent, as we can see if we click on the polling data in Nevada. Trump has been very consistent in the state. There was one outlier poll that had both of the candidates tied, but as we can see, Trump has been very consistent in this state. So we're going to mark Nevada down as lean Republican. If we come over here to Arizona, let's scroll up to Arizona. Trump is up 4.6%, and the poll actually was not taken too long ago, so these polls are pretty accurate. And as we can see, there's only been one outlier poll that had Biden up 45%, Trump 43%. But the rest of the polls have had Trump up pretty decently. The latest one had Trump up by 6%. So again, it's been very consistent. So Arizona is going to go down as lean Republican. Now, if we come over to New Mexico, New Mexico is an interesting state. There's a lot of Hispanic vote in New Mexico, and Trump is starting to win a lot of Hispanics. So if we come over to New Mexico, where's New Mexico? Right here. We had Biden up 7%. And this poll was taken June 18th, so very recently. They took this, and the public policy on the 18th had Trump losing to Biden by 7%. Same with this one too. This one was taken in 2023, but also around the same area, Biden was winning by 8%. So New Mexico is probably going to go down as a lean Democratic state. Now, if we come over here to Texas, Texas has been swinging to the right very tremendously in this last couple of elections. And if we find Texas, here's Texas. Trump is up by 6% in Texas. The latest poll was taken June 26th, and as you can see, Trump has been very consistent in the state. He has performed very well, and with that, Texas is going to go down as lean Republican. If we come over here to Florida, Florida is very similar to Texas. They've been swinging to the right these last couple of elections since Obama, honestly, because Obama won Florida, and ever since then, Florida has been swinging to the right even more and more. So if we come up here to Florida, let's see, where's Florida at? Here we go, Florida. Trump is up 6.3%, so very similar to Texas. The last poll was taken June 17th. And as you can see, Biden hasn't even won one of these polls yet. Trump has been leading these polls and been very consistent with the state of Florida. So Florida also is going to go down as lean Republican. Now we're going to come back to Georgia, North Carolina. We're going to come up here to Ohio and Iowa. Now Iowa has been, there's the last poll that has come out of Iowa on June 17th has Trump up by 18%, which is very crazy because Iowa used to be a big swing state, and now that Trump has almost secured the bag with the state, he has been very consistent, as you can see, and with that latest poll, that's going to put Iowa as a safe Republican state. Now, if we go over to Ohio, let's see, where's Ohio at? Here we go. Ohio has Trump up by 7.5%. Last poll came out June 11th. And if we click on it, we're going to see that, again, Trump has been very consistent with this state. Biden hasn't even been up in one poll yet. So with that latest poll being 7.5, we're going to mark Ohio down as lean Republican. Let's go back to Georgia now. So Georgia has been a very big swing state in the last two elections between Trump and Biden. Biden won Georgia back in 2020, and with the new polls that have come out of Georgia, it looks like Trump's going to take it again, or take Georgia back. So let's see. Excuse me. Trump is up 4.8% in the latest poll, and he has been very consistent in the state of Georgia. Biden hasn't even been up in one poll yet. Trump has been very consistent, leading Biden by almost, by at least 4 points in each poll that has came out. So that makes Georgia go down as lean Republican. And usually Georgia is very similar to North Carolina, our next state. So if we come look at North Carolina, let's find North Carolina. Right here. Here's North Carolina. Again, Trump is up 4.8, very similar to Georgia. Last poll was taken June 17th. If we click on it, Trump has been very consistent in the state of North Carolina. So if we click on that, Trump is going to win North Carolina as a lean Republican state. Now, if we come up to Virginia, Virginia is a very interesting state. The last couple polls that have come out of Virginia has had both of these candidates tied. Now, Virginia is usually a Democratic state. They usually vote to the left pretty good. But as you can see, both candidates have been tied. And if we find Virginia real quick, I'll show you. Where's Virginia? Here we go. Virginia right here. They have had, both candidates are tied. The last poll was taken June 13th, which was not too long ago. And as you can see, Virginia has been pretty left-leaning. But in the last three polls actually taken, all in the June and the end of May, have had both of these candidates tied. So this state is going to probably go as a toss-up state. But I will give it to Biden because in the other three polls, Biden was winning. You know, Trump is gaining ground in this state, but we're going to give Virginia as tilt Democrat. Same as Virginia, usually Minnesota is very similar. So if we go find Minnesota, where's Minnesota at? Let's see, it's right here somewhere. Minnesota, right here. Biden is up 2% in the state of Minnesota. As you can see, Biden has been very consistent in the state of Minnesota. There has been some outlying polls where Trump has been up by 3% right here. This poll has Biden and Trump tied, but I will give the state of Minnesota to Biden because in the last couple of polls, Biden has been, which a lot of these polls have been taken by the Survey USA. So, but there are been some other ones, the Emerson College and the Post. So let's see. I'm gonna give this state to Biden. We're gonna also do a tilt Democrat. Now, if we come over to Wisconsin, Wisconsin is a pretty what am I trying to say? Wisconsin is a big swing state, same as Minnesota or Michigan and Pennsylvania. The whole Rust Belt, honestly. Biden won the Rust Belt back in 2020, but Trump has been gaining ground significantly within the Rust Belt. And as if we can see, if we come over here to Wisconsin, Trump is up by just half a point, which is crazy. But if we click on the polling, we can see it's back and forth. It's just back and forth. And Biden's been winning, Trump's been winning. There's no consistency in this state. So with the latest poll, though, coming out with Trump up one, I am going to give the state of Wisconsin to Trump. We're going to do tilt Republican. Now, same with Michigan. If we go find Michigan, Michigan's usually really similar to Wisconsin, if not, a little bit different. But as you can see, Michigan is very similar to Wisconsin. They have Trump up by 0.6 of a point. And the last poll wasn't taken too long ago. And if we look, Michigan is a little bit more consistent with Trump, but they are still going back and forth. Every 3 or 2 polls that Trump gets, there's, 1 or 2 Biden polls that he gets. So I am going to give the state of Michigan to Trump. It is going to be a tilt Republican state. And if we go to Pennsylvania, let's find Pennsylvania on here real quick. Pennsylvania is same as Wisconsin and Michigan, but it is starting to. Trump has been up in the state of Pennsylvania for quite some time, not by much, by usually a point or 2, but he has been very consistent in all of these polls. And every one of these polls are very different. There's not the same poll. So as you can see, Trump has been very consistent in the state of Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is going to go down as a tilt Republican state. Now, let's go to New Jersey. Now, I was talking about New Jersey earlier in the video, and I said we'll come back to it. New Jersey is a very interesting state going on right now. As we can see, right here, Trump is winning New Jersey by 1%. And the last poll was taken June 28th. So, 3 days ago, not too far ago. Now, there hasn't been many polling data that has come out of New Jersey. As you can see, Biden was winning this one back in April, and now here in June, Trump is up by 1 point. So it has gone back and forth, but with the latest polling coming out showing Trump's up 1 point, we're probably going to have to put New Jersey down as tilt Republican now, which is crazy because New Jersey is voting Democrat for the last couple elections, big time. So it's crazy to say that Trump is maybe possibly leading the state now. Now, if we come to New Hampshire is pretty Democrat. Trump did come close to winning New Hampshire in 2020. But as you can see, Biden is winning the state by 3%. Last poll was taken May 23rd. And if we click on it, Biden's very consistent with this state. So it is close. We're going to put New Jersey down as a tilt Democrat state. But Trump definitely has potential there. Same as he has potential in Minnesota and Virginia. Now, if we come down to, or go up to Maine, Maine is another state just like Nebraska. It has some districts. And as we can see, if we go down to, if we scroll up to Maine, Maine's 2nd district has Trump up by 20%. So, and that poll was not taken that long ago. So we're going to put Maine's 2nd district down as safe. We're going to put Maine's 2nd district down as safe Republican. Now, if we go over to, where did my polling go? Now here we go. If we go over to Maine, usually Maine is pretty Democrat. The first district's definitely going to vote safe Biden, and same as Nebraska. One of their polls are definitely going to vote for Biden. Usually the Omaha district, very Democrat, and the rest are going to probably be safe Republican. Now, Trump does have potential to win the popular vote in Maine. I haven't seen any polls come out yet, but with Maine being very consistent Democrat in the last couple of election, I'm just going to play it by ear, and I'm going to keep it safe as Maine going down as a tilt Democrat state. But as you can see, this is the latest polling of the 2024 presidential election on June 29th. So I hope y'all like the video. Go subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions.